What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Juan back with another video. Phone call. It's your boy Juan back with another video. Here's how I made $600 trading the Nasdaq this morning and caught roughly 30 points to the downside on this short position. Very good day, very simple day. Went for a 101.5. Simple shit. I'm gonna give you guys a detailed analysis into what I saw, what I took, and why I took it. So today was a little bit tricky because I actually woke up late as fuck. Like I woke up at 10 a.m. Like my alarm did not set up, and I completely missed the opening. I completely missed all these price action that happened prior to this trade. I took this trade at like 10:28, 10:30. I missed the 9:30 opening. I missed all these price action at first. And when I actually got into the charts, because I missed all these previous price action, I missed this 1 hour getting filled. I missed the London size being swept. At first, I was not going to trade, right? I said, you know what? I already missed a lot. So maybe it's best if I observe how price is moving, but I'm not really looking to take a trade. But then I got presented with this A plus setup, and I had to take it. I had to take my setup, right? I'm taking this lately, guys. Also, I want to say is lately I am focusing on low risk to reward, high win rate, low risk to reward. I think it's very optimal for prop firms, and I have been having amazing success with discontinuation models. In fact, I'll let the performance stats speak for themselves. Got an 85% win rate, and I'm just been having success with it, right? So I definitely will be trading discontinuation models for as long as I'm profitable, you know. And it's been great. It's been great. I caught this position right at 10:28, somewhere around there, 10:30. At first, when market opened at 9:30, right around here. We immediately swept London's highs. We immediately swept Asia, also I believe. Swept Asia, swept London's highs. I was not awake for this, but I noticed we tapped into a 1 hour bearish for value gap. On the higher time frames, guys, we are very, very bearish. We're bearish on the 1 hour. We are bearish on the 4 hour, and we are bearish on the 15 minute. So continuation models work very, very well if you trade with the trend, right? As opposed to reversals, continuation models, as far as continuation model goes, the trend is always your friend. And if the higher time frame is bearish or the higher time frame is bullish, you want to zoom into the lower time frames and take a setup on the lower time frames, which is the 1 or the 5, in accordance with the overall trend. And that's exactly and precisely what I did today. As I said, I missed all these initial price action. I missed the sweep of the London highs, sweep of Asia, but I noticed price tapped and respected a 1 hour bearish for value gap right around here. So as you can see, this gap, this wick and this wick, a gap in between. And also, price edged these lows right here, right? Like as soon as market opened, we tapped this 1 hour, we swept London's highs, respected the 1 hour, displays down, and we edged these lows, right? These lows were actually Sunday's lows, previous day's lows. We edged it, as you guys can see, created equal lows. Equal lows is a huge magnet to price. So I said, okay, I'm keeping that into consideration. We created equal lows. We are also very fucking bearish in the higher time frames. So I am definitely looking for a short position. All I have to do is zoom into the 1 minute time frame and look for any inversions and look for my entries. Right around here, we tap into this 1 hour once again. I actually created a bullish SMT at the highs. Not that I give a fuck about that. I'm just saying, created a bullish SMT at these highs. And immediately when we tapped into this 1 hour, we rejected from there. The price created a 1 minute bearish for value gap. Typically before, I usually would enter right off here, but lately I want to go for a more safer move. Like I said, continuation models 1-1. I'm happy catching the last leg of the pullback into the move right before the drawn liquidity gets hit, which is these equal lows, and that's exactly what I did, right? We created this imbalance, price came back to it, rejected it from there, and guys, before looking at the trade, you can literally see that this trade was A plus setup, right? Like tap into the higher time frame, bullish SMT at the highs, inversed. I mean, not inverse. What we did inverse is 1 minute bullish for value gap. We had an inversion here, and we created a nice 1 minute CISD and a nice bearish for value gap. Price is tapping it. The next strong liquidity to me is obviously these equal lows. So I waited for a pullback into not any gap. Literally only waited for a pullback. Right here would have been a good entry. I entered right around here. I wanted a safer move. and I targeted my next round liquidity, which was these London's lows, catching 30 points to the downside with one contract and a 17-point stop loss. My stop loss was right above this candle. I freestyle my stop loss a lot. Somebody on TikTok asked me, "What are your stop losses?" Like it depends on the day. It's all about discretion. Today, I went for a 17-point stop. Right? Didn't really think price price had no reason to come all the way up here. I just placed it to be safe above this candles right here, 17-point stop, and I targeted 30 points. 101.7 risk to reward continuation model. Very very simple. Aligning the higher time frames in conforms with the lower time frames. Very bearish on the one. We rejected this 1 hour. Still respecting high time frame bearish PD arrays, using that as confluence. Very bearish. Just caught the continuation from this high time frame PD array all the way to this equal lows. Very, very simple. And the equal lows got fucking ran through in this trade. And that's how we did it, boys. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Continuation model, aligned with the trend, aligned with the higher time frames, one-on-one risk to reward. Simple as it gets. All right, fellas. That's how I made $600 trading the NASDAQ this morning. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like, drop a comment, share it with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.